today's episode is going to be all about the journey of opening shop number 2. We're in Parkdale in Como Parade.
And cheers
East.
to that.
Cheers to that. We're sponsored today by the Coolridge, and what have you got there? New sparkling water.
Let's journey into this journey, hey? We're actually in Parkdale location right now.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful shop. It's a beautiful suburb. Like coming from Oakleigh South, where we've got not a whole lot of foot traffic. This is like literally right outside. We've got like the train line. We've got some beautiful views over there.
Beautiful people at Parkdale walking by.
So, kicking things off, I'm going to throw over to Mr. Mack. He has been absolutely hustling ass right now in the last 4 weeks. He's been grinding big time. Like, I remember when Mack was grinding in the first shop, I'd see him here and there, but I haven't seen him for the last 4 weeks. He's just been in the shop. One night, it was like 4 in the morning. I woke up, he's not home. I looked at the location. I'm like, where the hell's Mack? He's still at the shop.
In the shop.
I'm like, what the hell? What's happened?
Well, no, I was having a sleepover at the shop. I just wanted to test it out, test the waters. I was here till late.
Something you said that you did want to do, right? You did want to get amongst the shop and just get into it, like really sleep back.
The rocky cutscene.
Yeah.
Again, just
number 2
in the midst of it, you know. Yeah. And I'm feeling it. I won't lie to you.
Tell me and tell the people how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I'm really. It's great. Like, and I say this word a lot, alhamdulillah, and we're very lucky to be blessed upon this opportunity in Parkdale. So I'm really thankful. But it just feels so hard at the moment. Start where everyone is unsure, the customers are unsure, the employees are unsure. I'm late with rosters. People are like, I thought I said it to you, I can't work this shift. I'm like, you're right, you did tell me like 3 weeks ago, and I'm still rostering you on. Like, why am I doing that? POS system hasn't arrived. There is our FPOS machine.
Still using Mack's phone for FPOS machine.
Yeah, today I've got another backup, but I know, leveling up. Yeah, there's people at the FPOS machine doing this for about 20 seconds. So yeah, it's just all the dough breakdowns, dough machine breakdowns, bar isn't working.
We literally bought the shop and we've got 2 dough machines, and we thought the one that was already in use, we'll just take over that and just use that one. But it was just like a beast of a dough machine. It just would like
it's for baking like cakes, and so it's for like a very large quantities of dough, and it makes it really fast. And the friction of the mixer heats up my dough too fast because we have a 24-hour dough proof. It shouldn't be heated before it goes into the cool room. We need like a sub 28 degrees. It's going to like 33 degrees, this dough. The dough's cooked before it comes out of the machine, ready to be served. But yeah, we're just in this journey. What else is good?
And then so basically that dough machine didn't really work for us. And then we had a backup dough machine, which we actually paid cash for. And we got the dough machine from the back, we put it to the front. I think the second time you were making dough, it just stopped conking out.
Yeah, it just stops.
So it's just like all these things that happen when you buy a second shop, and I think
only when you buy a second shop though.
When you buy the third, I'm sure it's going to come up again. But the thing that we're kind of going through right now is because Mack is so focused on like Parkdale, we have brought in like our team leadership over in Oakleigh. So shout out to George and Patel, have been absolutely killing it over there.
Really, really good.
And so I feel like Mack's, prior to this shop, Mack was just like solely focused on like one shop. Like every little detail, how can I like make it the best here, best there? And then now going to 2 shops, like your time is literally diverted and you can't be in 2 places at once. And people always said it, like when you go from shop 1 to shop 2, it's going to be a challenge. When you go shop 2 to shop 3, it's even harder.
And so right now we're going through the understanding process because we are not sure.
Hey, do you reckon you're understanding much of it?
No.
You're not really getting it?
Nah, it's really hard.
What do you feel like is like really hard right now? Like, is it?
I think it's just managing both shops. Hey, what the fuck's going on, Merkel? Just bashing pans back there. And now I need to train you guys how to operate a pan. We're doing a nice recording session, so no throwing pans at the wall.
Yeah, so you're trying to manage 2 shops at once.
Yeah, basically managing because I haven't set the first shop up in the right capacity, the way that it would have been done, the way that I would have liked it. So it's just an error of, I think it's just like pushing fast,
But I also feel like if you like you can never get the shop to like 100%. So like you actually have to remove yourself out of that to be able to get to a point where where you see like what breaks down.
Well, now we're finding out
And
what
we're
the,
starting to see what
bottlenecks.
starting to see where those are. And like, not that there's major breakdowns, but it's like it's really small things that happen.
But they add up as well.
Yeah.
But a good thing is our weekly team leader catch-ups.
Yeah, that's been really cool to bring in.
Yeah, very, very important to stay on top of the team and getting feedback from them, what they're kind of going through, besides like just seeing it from the outside.
Yeah.
And then taking action on that, I think, is important.
Yeah. How do you think you found the steps of coming into this shop? You know, going from an established shop prior to us to coming into a shop, kind of like having a new face, new presence, getting to know the customers. Like, that's been quite a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
So that's all the external side of owning or buying an established business, which is the customers, the people, who are obviously very important. The challenge with that is that previous owner was great. Pizza was great. The options he had was great. And then when you come in and there is new options, new faces, I think you don't really like change. And us humans, we're creatures of habits. We enjoy
Routine.
routine. Yeah, so it's coming in and like, because it was a very fast transaction of the business being taken over and handed to now Magic Brothers, people were shocked, I think. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, crazy. And it's one of those things where like comparing going from Oakleigh, where we took over Oakleigh, it was kind of a rundown shop. People were like very excited for change, whereas like here it's very different. People were very happy with like how things were going.
Yeah, correct.
And unfortunately, there was change that had to happen because the previous owner had some reasons why you had to leave. And so we've come in, and now we have to come into this business and treat it like a Magic Brothers store from the start. We can't kind of go in here and kind of for 6 months we'll be like half Como and half Magic Brothers. It just makes things way too complicated. And we actually thought about doing that for a bit. Like we thought about keeping 3 sizes, small, large, and family. Whereas like our shop Magic Brothers, we are 2 sizes, medium and large. And it was a really heavy topic for the first 4 weeks where we were kind of in that transition phase where we were
so many back and forth.
Thinking about like, we did pros and cons lists. We thought, we want to keep the people happy, so give them the small, large, and family because that's what they know and used to. But then for us, like internally, systems-wise, like to create the systems that we need
in 2 different shops.
To have 2 different shops. You go from like Oakleigh and then you go to Parkdale and it's like you're ordering 2 different things and the prices are different.
But the Instagram is the same, It's
it was too much.
Complicated, so we have to make it simple.
This was a call that we just had to make, and I think we both feel really good about it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
how are you
cool.
feeling? I feel like it's been a lot about me. What about how much hours that you've been doing? What were you doing before the second shop? And what are you kind of doing now?
Yeah, so prior to
relax.
Taking over the second shop, I wasn't really working in Oakleigh store. Like I'd go in for a Friday night, make a few pizzas. Like, but the team was so good. Like they actually did not need me in the shop. But since Mack's come into this shop, there's been definitely a need for me to be more present in Oakleigh. I've been now working 2 to 3 nights a week in Oakleigh. When someone can't make it in, usually it was Mack that would go in. Now I've got to be that person that goes in. It's been really nice. I always say to Mack, if I am needed in the store, I will come. I will run. I will get out of my grave to go to the store and make pizzas. But if I'm just there just to be around, it's okay, well, I'm just kind of floating. I'm in people's spaces and whatnot.
There's more important things that you could be doing for the business.
Agreed.
At that time.
Exactly. But there has been definitely a requirement for me to be more present in the shop, which I've loved. I also love being around this shop and working with you. I always find that coming here, it's so refreshing. It's a brand new store. I'm meeting new customers, new faces, introducing ourselves. The main part of my role is obviously the marketing side. So we've now got a whole new challenge of getting this store in Parkdale pumping. And I mean pumping.
Ready
saying
for
it there, pumping. So essentially when we start taking over, once we do our branding, essentially there's a few things that have to happen. We're
What's
gonna
the process like?
So from now we basically have our POS system coming into play.
Yep.
End of this month, we'll have our branding rolled out across the whole store. Once our branding is rolled out, once our systems are all ready to go, then from there it's cool, let's get our marketing dialed in,
Yep.
and let's start like slinging out pizzas to the people of Parkdale. And so yeah, it's been a whole new like challenge. But the cool thing is I've been able to spend more time working on both the business internally and also from a marketing point of view.
Of course.
So
It's great. Your input has been very good inside the stores lately.
thanks, bro.
So it's good to get that other perspective,
Amazing.
not just myself.
So to kind of wrap it up, give us a prediction. 6 months down the line, how's the business looking? What's happening? What's Parkdale looking like?
I'm excited to have Sundays off and for all of our staff to have Sundays off, to enjoy that day of rest, and we can be fueled for the rest of the week. I'm also thinking a funky not a techno night, like a disco night,
Okay.
like one night to the store.
Okay, I reckon Saturdays.
Could even be like a
Saturday nights.
once a month Sundays, 2 till 4.
Yeah, Sunday, like Sunday house sessions.
Yeah, Sunday house, and it's just pizzas and beers.
Maybe we'll do beers. Maybe just pizzas and
Pop-Tops.
and Ben and Jerry's.
Pizza.
Nah, pizzas and PMs.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, that was my funny prediction. My actual prediction is I'm really excited for all the branding to be popping and for this store to look really good. That's what I'm excited for. Not so much of a prediction. I don't know what I'm supposed to predict.
Big prediction, mate.
We'll be doing 300 orders.
300 orders?
Yep.
What are we currently doing?
100?
100 orders, yeah. Cool. Same sort of trajectory as our growth for the first one.
Yeah.
I think we'll grow faster in this shop
Oh.
than we did in shop 1.
Yeah, but in the short, you said 6 months.
Yeah, we'll pump it in 6 months.
Well, let's go then. We'll see ya on the other side.
All right.
And
Thank
as
you
we
very
always
much.
say,
Taste magic, feel magical.